Something is happening at Apple Park that they don't want you to fully grasp yet. If you've been looking at the iPad lineup lately, you've probably noticed a massive gap. A gap that makes the current iPad 11 feel like a relic from a different decade. But today, the silence ends. We are diving into the most disruptive tablet Apple has ever designed, the iPad 12th generation. This isn't just a spec bump. This is a calculated move by Tim Cook to change how you define a budget device. You see, for years, the base model iPad was the student choice, the Netflix in bed choice. But with the 12th gen, Apple is merging the power of a pro-level machine with a price tag that feels like a mistake. Welcome to my channel Tech Launch. Subscribe my channel and click on the bell icon for the new tech updates. Before we get into the leaked benchmarks that are literally doubling the performance of the previous model, we have to talk about the elephant in the room. Apple Intelligence. Up until now, if you wanted AI on an iPad, you had to sell a kidney for the Pro or the Air. Not anymore. The iPad 12 is about to democratize the most powerful software Apple has ever built. Let's start with the heart of the beast. For the first time in history, Apple is skipping the hand-me-down chip cycle. Rumors initially suggested the A17, but the latest supply chain data confirms something much more aggressive, the A18 chip. Yes, the same architecture powering the latest iPhones is coming to the entry-level iPad. Why does this matter? Because of the neural engine. Imagine you're a student in a lecture hall. In the past, your iPad was a digital notebook. With the iPad 12 and the A18 16-core neural engine, your iPad becomes an active participant. We're talking about real-time transcription that doesn't just record what your professor says, but summarizes it, creates flashcards, and cross-references your previous notes, all on device, without needing a Wi-Fi connection. This is the power of the $349 price point in 2026. But here is where it gets interesting. Apple knows that if they make the iPad 12 too good, nobody buys the iPad Air. So, they've played a very dangerous game with the display. While we are still looking at an 11-inch liquid retina panel, the manufacturing process has changed. We're seeing leaks of a new, thin-film lamination process. It's not the fully laminated display of the Pro, which keeps repair costs low for schools and parents, but it significantly reduces the air gap that used to make the base iPad feel cheap. When you touch the screen with your Apple Pencil, it finally feels like you're touching the pixels, not a piece of glass hovering over them. Speaking of the Apple Pencil, this is the gotcha moment. The iPad 12 is rumored to finally ditch the confusing which pencil works with which iPad mess. It's moving to a universal magnetic charging strip on the side. No more plugging your pencil into the bottom like a weird lollipop. This design shift confirms that the landscape-first orientation is now the standard. The front-facing camera, it's staying on the long edge. Apple has officially admitted that we use iPads like computers, not giant phones. Now, let's talk about the competition. In the US, the budget tablet market is a war zone. Samsung and Google are throwing everything they have at the sub-$400 category. But they have a problem: silicon. No one can match the efficiency of the A-series chips. The iPad 12 isn't just faster, it's more efficient. We are looking